All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning business chat. Gregory Mascari here up in Bozeman. Robin's still down in Costa Rica, so we won't be hearing from her today. But we had our, as we always do every Wednesday morning, we have our director and above mastermind call. And we always come up with some juicy subjects that, it's kind of one of the purposes of that call is to come up with good quality material for this call, because this call serves a much broader audience. And, it's kind of morning school. It's not night school, it's morning school. Once a week we plug into the well and, we dig deep into some of the experience, knowledge, and wisdom that many of us have garnered over decades. For me, 3.5 decades, close to 35 years in this profession, working with some of the most talented and skillful people. I've had many mentors. I've learned from many different people. And the subject for today's call is going to be the roads to failure and success. And we're going to discuss the little difference that makes the big difference. So, it's a very juicy subject, and looking forward to sharing it with you. And we're going to do something we haven't done before. I'm actually going to be using a whiteboard and a new whiteboard. And I'm going to create a whiteboard, and now I'm going to, and I'm new at this. So if I has a few hiccups, I apologize, but can everybody see my white screen now? A nod would be
yes.
Yes,
right.
yes, I can.
Thank you. Now I haven't figured out how to keep people's cursors from showing up and your name. So if you keep your cursor off the white screen, you can see things moving around. We haven't refined it to that level yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of drawing. So if people could kind of keep your cursors from moving, it'll make it probably a little bit more entertaining for everybody. Actually, it's kind of entertaining. Everybody's names popping around all over the place. But I'm going to talk about the roads to success and failure. And in life, it's the little difference that makes the big difference. And this kind of got triggered by, the call that we had on Monday evening with Garrett Johnson, our U.S. and Canada country manager. He talked about, some of the success factors and, and the success mindset. And so this is a training that I did many years ago that I'm going to do again here for you today. I was just reminiscing, and I pulled this out of a training manual I wrote for another company back in 2001. So this training is 22 years old, okay? But I'm going to talk about the road to success and failure, and I'm just learning to use this wonderful tool here, and this is going to be the road to failure. And this is going to be a graphic depiction of the road to failure. And here's what the road to failure looks like. The road to failure kind of looks like this. Goes down, down, down. Maybe it goes up a little bit for a little while, down, 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 and maybe goes up a little bit more and down, down, down. It's a bumpy road, but it's a road we don't want to be on. And the road to failure, I'll explain further, is paved.
Gregory?
Yes.
I don't think, can anyone else see what's going on? I don't see anything from your marker.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, good. Okay.
I found that I had to move my screen over a little bit to the left.
Okay, great. So
yes, there was someone else in the chat, Gregory, that couldn't see. So try moving your screen to the left. That worked for me as well.
So the road to failure is paved with simple errors in judgment, repeated over time. And what that could look like here is, I don't know why that line moved. I got to move that line back over here. There we go. Okay. Good. Is that visible for everyone now? Okay. Hope so.
Only partially. We're seeing a lot of dots on the left side of your vertical line and not much on your right side.
We have the full screen.
Side by side. Who's got?
I see the whole thing.
Okay,
This
so
is Sarah.
yeah, go full screen on your view. And this was an experiment, so thanks for bearing with me on using Whiteboard. I thought about creating a PowerPoint, but I thought it was more dynamic to just build it right in front of you so we could talk about it. And so this is, gosh, now where'd that line go?
So Gregory, with all those names popping all over the place, does that mean each of those individuals is moving their cursor like that?
I think that's what it means.
Stop it, you guys.
Okay. So the road to failure is paved with simple errors in judgment repeated over time. And now I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about the road to success. And this is what the road to success might look like. Okay. The road to success kind of looks, oh boy, that's kind of looks like this, kind of goes up and down, but it leads to a different place. And that's because, and what's the difference between the road to success and the road to failure? Is the road to success is paved with, if we can spell right, simple, who can guess? Disciplines, repeated. I can spell sometimes. Over time. And those simple disciplines in our business, yeah, this didn't turn out to be a very good experiment. I apologize, guys, but the content is here. I could be doing these verbally. The road to success is paved with simple disciplines repeated over time. And those simple disciplines in LifeWave is our proven plan of action. It's our simple daily method of operation. It's the 3-3-3, the 2-2-2, the 1-1-1. It's the income producing activities that we engage in. And when someone first starts in LifeWave, they begin with these simple disciplines and they stop. And maybe they restart. Maybe they slow down again, but then maybe they restart. But they keep, it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get back up. It's maybe you didn't do your connections and your contacts and your follow-up, three-way calls and everything yesterday, but it's a new day because every day you can start afresh. And that leads to success. Those simple disciplines repeated over time. It's contacting new people, it's sharing the videos, it's, following up with people and sending them to the webinars, it's doing three-way calls, it's, inviting people, to take a look at what we have. Whereas the road to failure is very, it's just simple errors in judgment. Oh, no, I'm too busy right now. Oh, I want to watch this show, or there's a news broadcast I want to watch. There's a picnic in the park. There's all these things that can get in your way. So the road to failure is paved with simple errors in judgment. And maybe you go, oh, you know what? Oh, that's right. I was building a LifeWave business. I should start doing that. Oh, but then something else comes up. Oh yeah, but that business, I did invest some money in. Oh yeah, but then something else comes up. That's what the road to failure looks like. And this is, an interesting thing to consider. How long does it take to fail? This is kind of a loaded question. And I just ponder that. How long does it take to fail? And the good news is it takes your entire life, okay? Because you could be anywhere on this road to failure and make a decision that you're going to change your pathway. And you know what? You could turn this to the road to success. You could branch off here and towards the road to success. At any point in time, you could change your trajectory and get back on the road to success by repeating those little disciplines. And this is a discussion I want you to take to heart personally and professionally as an upline leader and mentor, because the way you'll make a difference in other people's lives is people sometimes need a little encouragement. Hey, Adele, how's it going? Oh, have you made any new contacts lately? Oh, maybe I could help you. Hey, Alice, how's it going? Have you made any new contacts lately? Could I help you? You know, and we had one of our new directors on the call yesterday, Carl Krebs. And Carl, I don't know if you're on with us here this morning. If you are, please unmute and say hello. But Carl's a brand new director up in Canada. Very excited because we're getting ready to relaunch Canada in just a couple of weeks, right, on August 7th. And Carl was telling his story, how, you know, he made the decision he was going. So, you know, Carl's business was probably kind of going like this, and he made a decision he was going to do something. He reached out to some of his people who had, you know, kind of fallen off the wagon, that had slowed down using the products, but not building the business, and gave them the little nudge they needed to get back on the road to success. And boom, he popped one manager, boom, he popped another manager, and bingo, he became a new director. So this is, you know, it takes an entire lifetime to fail, but it takes a decision to get you back on track. So this is, you know, the simple disciplines repeated over time, and, you know, versus the simple errors and judgment repeated over time. So that being said, I'd like to open it up. There was a few directors that were on the call yesterday. If any of you would like to chime in, I'd love to hear from a few of you, and you could just unmute and raise your hand, or just unmute and share anything along this line. That would be appreciated. And
Oh, come on, you guys.
Well, I'll happily say something here. I loved the call yesterday, Gregory, and I think it's great checkpoints along the way. All of us, I'm sure even the most successful in the SPDs have hit at some point in their life, or more than once, you know, some dips. And so the key is to pick ourselves up and keep going and keep this in perspective. I love this.
you know, to fail is human, to, you know, to regroup and get up again is divine, isn't it? So great. Thanks very much, Anne Marie. Yeah. Hey, Adele, go ahead.
Hi, Gregory. Well, yesterday during the call, I was getting ready. It was wonderful. It was this road to success, and I'd never heard it said quite this way at all. So I was very impressed. And I was going out to a luncheon and decided to wear this. Some of you who were at convention last year got one. And it says activate your stem cells, and it has our name. So I don't normally wear it out of the house, and I had lost mine. So I ordered another one last week, and I kept finding it in my purse, and I thought, you're supposed to wear this. And it's kind of out of my comfort zone to do something, but I kept thinking, make a good decision each day, discipline. So nothing really happened. Although I was at a luncheon and everyone at the table was already on patches, but they did ask about my name tag. So I love the idea of just one. For me, it's going to be one, you know, positive decision each day.
Beautiful.
So, thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks, Adele. Anyone else, just from the general audience, any questions or comments along this line? Yeah. Hi, Sunshar, go ahead, please.
Well, I can be as guilty as the next guy about, you know, not doing my 2, 3, or even 1 a day. You know, we all can slide down. It's easier actually to slide down than to say pick up the telephone and make a call. You know, it really can be, usually is, out of our comfort zone. And I have a goal, and I look at it every single day. I plan to jump a couple of ranks before convention, and I look at it, and you know, it's even good to touch what your goal is. Touch it and own it every single day. Those are the kinds of things that'll help keep you on track, and to know your why. If your why isn't so strong, it won't get you out of bed every single day. And I do now. It's like, yes, I do know why I'm doing this. And I go about my day, and I stay as positive as I possibly can. thanks to JJ Joshua, I think she's helped me in an immense way. So you guys, there's so many ways that we can keep ourselves on track. Just plug in, go to, Live Younger Success. There's lots of videos there that you can just, even if you do something 10 minutes a day that's uplifting to you, that'll help your spirit keep going.
Thank you, Sunshower. Kristen, you got your hands up. Go ahead, please.
Hey, thank you. I just wanted to say I really liked one line that you said, that it takes a lifetime to fail.
Yeah.
I mean, how often do we berate ourselves because we didn't make a call, or we didn't do this, or we didn't do that? One action does not mean failure. And I tend to be the perfectionist. So it was good to hear that it's going to take me a whole lifetime. So thank you, Gregory.
Thank you, Kristen. Hey, Kent, go ahead. I bet you can relate to some of this, coming from a background in physical training.
Yeah, that's true. And although actually I was in business for 50 years in mortgage and real estate, and and over the years, I'm originally from Southern California. I spent a lot of time with a man I was lucky enough to become friends with, Jim Rohn, a man you're of course very familiar with. And there's two Jim Rohn quotes I'd like to throw out that I think are germane to this conversation. The first one is a tagline I have on my email, which says, "The true value of success is not what you attain, but the person you must become to attain it." And that, of course, fits into your comment perfectly, because every day we're growing and becoming more. But there's another one that I'd like to share with this particular group that I think you'd really enjoy. It's painful, but it's great to hear. And what he says is that every decision in life is a choice between two pains: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of discipline will give you immediate results. The pain of regret will drag you off into the desert of despair, and you will choke on the dust of your own inaction. How's that one?
That's potent. I need a drink of water after that.
Well, we always do. We're on patches, of course.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you very much, Kent.
Of course.
Morning, John. Go ahead.
My turn?
Yeah, your turn, John. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I love Kent. I love your words of wisdom there. And that reminds me of the one I say every day, my mantra. And what you've been doing here, Gregory, is just really giving us just the blueprint for success, as far as discipline, as far as just doing steps at a time. It all comes together. And my mantra every day, I say it because it's so applicable, and I've said it before here in this forum, is good things come to those who believe. Better things come to those who are patient, and the best things come to those who never give up. And boy, there's so many times that I've got to apply that and just keep remembering that to be successful, you just got to do the little things and just stay with it and never give up. So I appreciate all that you're doing here. What Carl Krebs is doing too was great, that he gives nudges to his people. And if you just do a little nudge here and there, you get back on track and you can do it. So thank you.
That's sometimes all people need. And I just want to show, this is the cup that sits on my desk. Failure is not an option, So
I'll throw out, Greg, if I can, one last Jim Rohnism, which is perfect with what John said, is that discipline is the birth pain of success.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Yeah. And I'll add to that the one I heard, I think it's Shakespeare. It says, if man were but constant, he would be perfect. And I guess that's because women already are, right? I kind of give the women credit, but we have to be persistent. And I used to say in my early days in network marketing, my middle name was persistent, because I was persistent. Failure was not an option. When I got involved in network marketing, I had just lost my business into litigation and liquidation and starting a new life, and as you've heard me say, on a motivational ladder, malnutrition's way up there, especially when it's your kids. So failure wasn't an option for me. The problem is most people get involved in network marketing or LifeWave. It's kind of a part-time thing. But, I really love that on Monday evening that Garrett started with the why. And you got to have your why and your why not in place. And if the why's big enough, you'll figure out how. If the why's not big enough, don't bother, because it's not going to happen. So who else? Anyone else that have anything they'd like to share or question? Or we'll bring this call to an early close. They don't have to be 30 minutes. This will make up for some of the calls that go 40, 45. Well, I think I left you some good to stew upon.
Real quick, I was just trying to get, because I've
Yeah.
been doing this for over 10 years, on and
Oh.
off.
Oh, hey, David.
Right?
Go ahead. Uh-huh.
Not this particular company, but this business, and
Yeah.
full of ups and downs.
Mhm.
And many times I wanted to throw in the towel, and I probably did, but I'm here, and it's persistent. The road to success and the road to failure look similar.
Mhm.
It's not all, was it rainbows and unicorns? If it was, everybody would do it.
That's
That's
right.
why it's called work marketing, not that easy.
So true. Yeah.
And I just say is that if just find something that you like and do it with passion.
Beautiful. Thank you,
This
David.
one,
Thanks
Here
for
I
speaking.
was, and I was trying to not do network marketing and just make money, and it didn't work. So I'm here. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm planting my roots. So I'm making a go at it.
Well, we're delighted to have you part of the team and the community, and thanks for sharing. Hi, Linda. Go ahead.
Hey, Gregory, I just wanted to say a few words about support, something that you mentioned. I want to underscore how, we get in our funk and we don't want to call anybody, and then maybe that's when I need a nudge from somebody, or just to like, hey, how's it going? And I found some really great cross-line support on this team. And I want to shout out to Kira and also to Sunshower, because she's been very supportive.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Crossline cousins, as Helen likes to call us. Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you. Any final comments from anyone? Otherwise, we'll kind of bring this call in for an early landing here. Thank you all for joining us. Okay, well, if you'd like to unmute yourself and bid farewell, we'll call it a wrap. Happy Thursday.
Thanks, everyone.
Good stuff.
Have a
tonight.
great day. Thank you. Greg.
Hola from Costa Rica.
Hey,
Robin.
hola, Robin.
Yeah. Robin, you
Hey,
go.
everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Gregory.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.
Keep up the good work.
Bye, thank
Great
you.
call.
Stay positive.
Stay cool if you're in the Southwest.
Yeah, that too.
Drink water.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Go out and call someone.
Yeah.
Wear your name tag.
Put bling on your patch on your hand.